Hey, it's Tanza here from the Modern Day Mystic, and I am so excited and honored to be here today with Nicole Sanguinetti, the creator and founder of the Own Your Magic Mastermind. Nicole is a soul coach, an intuitive healer, and I could not be more excited to introduce you all to her today. Nicole, thank you for being with us today.
Hey, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
I'm so excited to have you here, and I cannot wait to chat with you a little bit about your experience in the Modern Day Mystic Mastermind. So, why don't you just start off by telling everyone a little bit more about you and about your business?
Sure, I'd love to. So, my name is Nicole, and I am a psychic medium who failed at mediumship. Just kidding. No, I have this gift of mediumship, and for such a long time, I really thought that I was destined to just be in my medium shoes and do readings, and I was doing that for a while, and I just, something didn't fit. It didn't feel aligned with me. And I started to go deeper with my spiritual journey. And I realized that there were so many other facets to my own spiritual gifts. And I was feeling called to expand into that and help my clients in other ways, compared to just doing psychic readings or mediumship readings. But I just didn't know how to allow myself to expand. I'm a person that needs to see a formula or have a formula laid out for me, and then I can be really successful. I like to follow through and put the pieces together. And I just didn't know how to do that for myself, but I knew that I wanted to do more. And so I started searching, and that's how I found Tanza and how I found her program. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is exactly what I need, because I just wanted to get clear. I wanted to have that formula to figure out, okay, here's what I feel called to do. How do I create something to help a specific person that's looking for this specific thing, and how do I share that with the world and share my gift with the world? And I joined, I signed up right away, and my life has been completely different ever since. That's where I'm at today.
Oh my goodness. And I so resonate with that. It's not that we don't love or aren't fulfilled by being a psychic medium and delivering those messages. It's just that, or at least for me, and I think you can definitely agree with this, it was this underlying feeling like I was meant to help my clients more.
Yes, exactly. Completely agree. Felt the same way.
Amazing. And I know for you and the success that your clients experience, a soul coach is truly what you are. So, can you tell us a little bit about what that means to be a
Yes.
soul coach?
Yes. I really, this came up organically for me over the last year, because when I was in my readings, I would accidentally do more than what a medium would do, and I didn't know what it was. And I come to find out later that I was coaching my clients and really telling them, oh, this is coming through from spirit because you should be working on this, and here's how you can do it. And I've done that before, so let me show you. So what a soul coach does, what I like to teach my clients is that we are souls that come here to live a human experience. And oftentimes, when we're in this human experience, we forget what our own soul purpose and soul mission is. We're here living this everyday life. We're in the hustle and bustle, in the rat race, and we forget what's important to us. What are our own unique gifts? What are the things that we feel called to share with the world? That kind of gets pushed away to the wayside, and we just get caught up in life and in life happening around us. And what a soul coach does, it's someone who helps you get back in touch with your essence, right? The essence of who you are, why you're here, what your own unique light is about, and how you can express that in the world. And what's really important about this realm of soul coaching, it's not just helping my clients get back into touch with that aspect of them, but it's showing them how to become confident, how to speak their truth, and how to stand in their power. I think that's hard for a lot of us also, as we come to this, human life in this human body, because we're constantly bombarded with how other people are doing things, or what's the right way, or how you should be, or how we could be. And a soul coach not only helps you get in touch with your essence, but shows you how you can do you without any outside influence, anyone else teaching you what the right should or could or would be. It's time to get rid of all that junk, get rid of all the things that are kind of clouding that and making us confused, and really just get clear on who we are, why we're here, and why our own unique mission is important, and getting into that space from confidence and clarity. So that's what I do as a soul coach.
Such powerful work. Such powerful work. So, Nicole, would you mind sharing with us a little bit about where was your business before we met and how is it transformed?
I would love to share, but I have to admit it's a little embarrassing. I'm all about transparency. So I'm thinking now this is my 5th year in being out of the spiritual closet and showing up to help people. And the first couple years of my business, it was more of like just getting my toes wet. I wouldn't even have called it a business. It was more of like a hobby. Like I would go to my 9 to 5 and then I would come home and secretly tell people, I can read your cards. Do you want me to help you do this? And so I was picking up like $20 here, $50 here. I would go to do readings at people's home and have like oracle card parties and things like that. And it was fun. And I was making money, and that's when I realized, ooh, I am called to do this. I can serve people, and I can also support me and my family. Maybe I should really like look into this and make it a business. So I started to do it, but honestly, I had no idea what it meant to run a business. What are all the things that happen on the back end? So, and I'm not good with tech stuff. So I was really grasping at straws, trying to figure out how to make a website, how to do readings online, how do I, just all the hows. And so because of that, I got really stuck in transitioning from a hobby to a business. And so for the next 2 years, I was really slowly starting to build my business, but I didn't know how to market. I didn't know how to put myself out there. And I also was moving through needing to have some of my own soul coaching and do my own work so that I could really come fully out of my spiritual closet and share my gifts. And so, that second part was really about me doing my work to heal myself about any fears I had about being in my truth as a medium and as a psychic. And so I started to do that on my own. But then my readings changed and I started to share more and do more. And I could see that the work was helping people. And I really wanted to do this. And my dream got bigger and I wanted it to be like my business. I didn't want to have my 9 to 5, but I wasn't getting anywhere. I would have people once in a while. And, if we can talk about numbers, I maybe would make $1,000 that year, or 2,000 in my 4th year. I was really making like $50 a month. I wasn't getting a lot of traction. And so when I did my work and realized, okay, I'm meant for this mission, I have to figure this out and stop being afraid to be seen. That's when I found Tanza and the Modern Day Mystic. And that's when I really learned how to run a business and what a business is, and that this is an industry and it's an industry to be proud of, and it's a gift and a truth to be proud of. And so I learned, how to create premium packages, and I love coaching. And so I was like learning how to create coaching packages and premium reading services. And I learned about marketing and how to speak to a biz bestie and who I serve, and got really clear on that. Not having the clarity in the beginning is really what got me stuck in the mud. And so here I am now in my 5th year, and this year is not even over yet. And it has been a crazy year for all of us. And I have now officially gone from making 1,000 in my 4th year, in my 3rd year, and to 2,000 in my 4th year, to being now in my 5th year. And I'm on track to making 25,000 during this year where everyone's, going through a crazy time. And it's because I joined the program and learned how to run a business. I got all the formulas, I got the pieces, and it has completely shifted. And not only that, learning how to do the things that you need to do as a business, but just really getting clear. Oh my God, that changed my life. Getting clear on what I do and who I helped me show up for the right people. And now people know how to find me, and they know what I do and how I support them. And everything is just skyrocketing now. And it's been incredible. Less than a year. Who would have known?
It's so amazing. And especially I remember when you and I first met, and I remember you've mentored under some really, really well-known, very established intuitives and psychics and mediums in the industry. You're someone where you've done all the things. You have your oracle card deck that you have published. You have done all those things that I think we need to do in order to build a successful business. But to see you just this last little while and how much you've grown and expanded and really leaned into that clarity. It has been such an honor and is so incredible. And I have to celebrate for you. I hope you don't mind if I brag you up a little bit, but Nicole has just had her first $10,000 month and has a whole new level of normal in her business.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yes.
So incredible. So incredible. So I have to ask, what would you say for you? I know you mentioned that clarity piece, but what do you feel like has been most beneficial for you in the program?
I feel like that's hard to answer because there's been so many pieces that have honestly helped me. Like, you think that you need one thing, and then when you get it, you realize you need another thing. Like, that's honestly been my experience. And so what I loved about the program was that I knew it was going to be a group mastermind. So I knew that I was going to learn from Tanza, but I was also going to hear from other mystics and learn through them and their experiences and their highs and lows. And that really helped me. I think sometimes we get so stuck in our own head and our story that we think that no one else is going through the same thing or the same difficulties. That was a struggle for me. And to be in a group with other like-minded women who are business women, which is so fun to say now, and to learn from them, it really helped me, and it helped me gain confidence. And that was a part of my clarity too. That was so beneficial, but also gaining confidence in learning that I could put this different hat on is a way that I would explain it. Like, I could be a businesswoman and my business is separate from me. I'm not, attached to it, and how I can have that detachment and be able to learn how to put all those pieces together and use them to create a business that works for me, rather than me, putting in everything, wasting energy, losing energy is what I want to say too, and not being clear and having a good focus. So I feel like all of those things combined are truly what made me have the success that I've had so far. But honestly, it's changing as I continue to go through. I just keep learning more and have more aspects that are uncovered for me in the program. It's amazing.
Incredible, incredible. And so for you, because you are someone that I know we met and like you very quickly knew, you were like, yep, I need to do this. This is what I'm doing. Talk to me about what you felt when you were investing in the program. Was there some fear there? Was it all excitement? Tell me a little bit about that.
Oh my gosh, I love this. And I'm so excited to share my story about this because I am a person who came from a background of you have to work really hard and save money to make sure that you have money in your hands to do what you need to do. And the biggest thing I ever invested in myself, was a car at 16. Like, I had my car till I'm not going to tell you how old. So I wasn't a person, who grew up, having an awareness of investing. Truthfully, I look back on the teachers I've worked with, and yeah, those were investments, but I saved up money to do it. I had never looked at investing in a large amount of something for myself. And I knew that I needed to do it. I knew, and I had, done the work of, looking at my mindset and realizing there were things I needed to do for my business. And I had to hire someone who had been there and was successful and knew what they were doing, and it was going to be an investment. And yes, I was scared because I had never done that for myself before. Smaller investments for a class on the weekend, sure, but a bigger investment, I was really scared. But I still booked the call because I knew it was what I needed. And as soon as I talked to Tanza and we had our conversation, I was like, oh, I got to do this. I totally had a breakdown. And I want to say it wasn't a breakdown of, that I don't want to do this. It wasn't that. It was, I've never done this. How do I get a credit card truthfully, I know it's kind of embarrassing, but truthfully, how do I get a business credit card and, start the ball rolling to get in the right space to invest in Tanza and have what I needed to start this program? And it forced me to leave my comfort zone to figure that out. The amount didn't scare me. I looked at it, I was like, oh, I could buy a car, but this is going to be an investment in me and my business. Sometimes having that lens really helps us to realize why we're doing it and why we need that, and because I knew that I was investing in a coach, and I really tuned into my intuition when I was talking to Tanza, and I just knew that she was it. I just knew it in my gut, in my bones. I got off the call with her. I ran to my husband and I was like, she's it. I found her. This is what it is. Help me go to the bank. Let's do this. I'm not even kidding. And a day later or 2 days later, I had talked to Tanza before I was leaving for a vacation. And I got home, went to the bank. I got approved for a card that was 3 or 4 times the amount of the investment that I needed for Tanza. And I was like, okay, Spirit, I see you. And I made the commitment to myself that I would pay off my investment in 6 months, even though I had more time to do that. But it was just important for me to prove to myself that I was going to commit, not only invest in Tanza and myself, but commit to my business and do the work. And it motivated me. And I did that. And I did it so well that I invested in Tanza a second time. Let me just say that. And I was like, okay, girl, I'm here. I got it. Let's go. I'm not even worried. So it taught me a lot. It taught me a lot about what we need to do, that there are options. You just have to look at like, okay, here's what I got to do. How do I get here? Let me look at the options. And that was very empowering for me. As a woman, I think a lot of times we don't believe that we can make smart decisions about money, or that smart decisions look like this, or that's not an investment. Working with the coach, no, you need to, put this in here. We have a different perspective of what that is. And working with Tanza, going out to get that card, being independent for myself, shifted my perspective and completely changed my life. So yes, there was fear, but fear of how do I do it? Just the how. And when am I going to get this paid off so I can keep moving forward? Like those are the fears that came up for me. But a fear about joining the program, absolutely not. I knew that that was what I needed to do completely.
Incredible. And I love how you always continue to lean in and trust the process. Like, it has been so amazing to watch you and just your own growth and evolution, and how every time it's like you get those wins, it's like more happens and more happens and more happens. And here you are now at this whole new level in your business that I don't know if you ever imagined your business getting to this point.
Never. And that's the mindset too, right? Definitely had some self-doubt. And I've had, throughout our work together, imposter syndrome, like we've talked about, like, can I do it? And I think a big part of it is, you have this dream, you have this vision, and it's something you really want to do, but you're still like, but can I do it? But who will I be when I do it? But then what does that mean for me? And I'm in that space right now, and I'm realizing, oh my God, I freaking did it. Like, I am building my dream business, giving myself the foundation, because that was my mission. I wanted to work with Tanza so that I could build the foundation for my business, because I didn't have it. And if I had that foundation and I was working on that and it became consistent and real for me, it gives me the freedom to leave my 9 to 5. And that's where I'm at now. So now I'm planning, when am I going to do that? Because my business is like moving and it's real, and yeah, you have that imposter syndrome. Like, can I do it? And I fought that tooth and nail often throughout our time together, but my soul and my truth, it just showed up every single time, and I fought through it, and it never let me down, and it got me to where I am.
So amazing. I think I'm most excited because now it's like, yes, your business was going before, but it's almost like a new beginning. Like, it's a whole new journey, a whole new level now. And I love, and I'm so glad that you brought up that you are someone, you're in a 9 to 5, that this business that you've built that is now producing a real income for your family is something that you did on your time off.
Yes. Yes.
During a pandemic,
Yes. Yes.
let's mention that as
Yes.
well.
Exactly. So true. Who would have thought? I never would have thought that of myself. And I think that because of the way that it happened and the time that it did, it just shows me and proves to me that anything is possible. And that so often this is what gets in the way for us. Exactly. You can do it. You can do it. You just have to commit.
Yeah. Yeah. And so is there anything else that you would say that there was a fellow mystic who had been eyeballing the program, considering joining? What would your advice to her be?
My advice would be two things. Number one, ask yourself why. Why, if you're looking at this and you're interested in it, just ask yourself and get clear. Why am I interested in this? What is it about this program, this opportunity that I'm attracted to? And if you have any hell yeses, or, like hearing me talk about needing the formula or wanting to learn about how to run your business, if you are just trying to figure out a way to put the pieces together and that's what it is, take the leap. Take the leap. And if the one thing that's scaring you is your success or who you will be, or if you're worried about investing, I am proof to tell you, let those fears go, because it's your ego. It's not what's real and true. Coming into this program will completely change your life. It's going to change your business, and that's going to change your life. And so if there's anyone that's looking at this, number two is, if you're interested, Spirit put this in front of you. You saw it somewhere in the internet somewhere for a reason. I believe in synchronicity. I really do. And if you're seeing this, you were meant to see it. Someone, Spirit, is trying to get your attention, and there's something in this for you. So my advice would be to just, have the conversation, just learn what it is about, what it could do for you. And, have a conversation with Tanza about what you want to create. Because if fear is a thing that's stopping you, and you let it, you're never going to be in this space that so many of us are in celebrating. So don't let the fear win. If you're seeing it for a reason. It's a message from Spirit that you should check it out. And if you're ready to have success and you want to create success, this is the place to do it. 100%.
Amazing. And so if someone is watching this and listening, especially as you were talking about your role as a soul coach, if they want to check out the work you do and the Own Your Magic Mastermind, where can they find those details?
So you can go to my website. My website is lovelightandmagic.com, or you can check me out on Instagram. My Instagram handle is @Nicole_Sanguinetti. Tanza, will you type that in for them so they'll see it?
Yeah.
It's like, if I spell it, it might lose people. It's a long one. And I am on Facebook, but I'm much, much, much more tech savvy and connected on Instagram. So I would send you guys over to Instagram, but I'm always on there doing stories, weekly energetic videos for you guys, readings, inspirational posts. And I talk a lot about the mastermind program on there. So definitely go check those out. That's the places to find me.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Nicole, for taking this time to share with us a little bit about your experience, and congratulations on all your success. I know that this is just the beginning for you. And the reality is that these $10,000 months are just going to continue to grow from here, because you have done the inner work. You have followed the steps. You have followed the system. And now it's just continuing to build and nurture and grow.
Thank you so much. And thank you for everything.
Thank you. Such an honor. And thank you, Mystics, for taking this time to watch this quick video. If you are interested in learning more about the High Value Mystic Blueprint or the Modern Day Mystic Mastermind, you can go ahead and book your complimentary strategy session with me, and we'll have a conversation all about if this is the next step for you and your business.